I am going to show you how to access one of the desktop computers in Lindley 310, the computer lab. So instead of using the virtual lab to access an app that runs ArcMap like we are going to use virtual lab to actually remote into one of the desktops. So if you've ever used Microsoft Remote Desktop, that is exactly what we're doing. So the virtual lab, come here to access, and we will log in with your KU credentials. And so instead of opening ArcMap here, if you come up here, you can see that these are the apps. We want to come to desktops and then Lindley 310 Lab. I believe they've set aside a certain number of computers in the lab to always be available as remote desktops. So hopefully none of you will ever try to log on and there won't be any available. So say, okay. So now you'll see this is just exactly like logging into one of the computers there, because that's literally what you're doing. You're just not sitting in front of it. You're doing it over the internet. So enter your information here. And it will pull up your own personal desktop. Sometimes it can take a little while. All right, and so now I am logged on to the computer. So you can then just type ArcMap in this search bar down here. Click on ArcMap 10.7. And all of this other software is available too. Again, it's just like you are sitting in front of the computers in the lab. And again, it can be slow, but the computers in the lab can be pretty slow too. But it's certainly quite a bit faster than running that application in the virtual lab. All right, so here we go. Generally, unless you're opening a map that you've already been working on, you will just cancel out of this screen. So now you have a blank untitled map. So I'm not going to guide you through anything really to do with ArcMap right now, but I will show you again to use data that is on your your own computer, not this computer in Lindley. It'll be the same process as I guided you through for the other, using the virtual lab the other way. So you connect to folder, and then again, it's this PC, this local disk, users, you, and then, wherever you have saved your data, wherever your class folder is, you're going to want to connect to that. So for me, it's in Google Drive. For you, it's probably in your documents or iCloud Drive, depending on what you do. Mine is under teaching, and then this is our class, and then lab 2, right, we'll say. And then so you can see that is available here. I'll rename it so it's just easier to read. And usually if you get a screen like this where it says ArcMap is not responding and it kind of grays out like that, just give it a minute. And so now you can see that I have this data available here. So a couple more important things. When you save anything, you want to save it into these folders on your home computer as well. You don't want to save it onto this computer at Lindley for the same reason that when you're in the lab, you don't want to save your data there. Other people use the computer. It can clog it up, make it harder to use, and they also wipe them from time to time. So say you want to save this map document, come to File, Save, and so again, you're going to need to navigate to this folder. So again, local disk C, users here, and then lab 2. So this is where I'm going to save it. I'll just name it Wesley Lab 2 and save. And see, now you can see it showed up here. And so now if I come on to my home computer, look in my Finder. So this is my Mac now. This window here is the virtual machine that I'm using. And so this is my computer. Yeah, you can see it right here, this MXD. And so I won't be able to open it on my Mac because I don't have the software. MXDs can only be opened in ArcMap. But when you do something like export your map as a PDF so that you can turn it into me, that's going to show up here too. And you will be able to access that on your Mac. You will be able to open that. All right, so we have it saved. We'll quit this. Now, the last important thing, and you can make this full screen. See this bar up here, this black bar? Click on that. There are some preferences here if you need to adjust anything. I'm not really sure about any of them. You shouldn't have to unless there's something in particular you want. But after you're done, it's very important to click this, or you could just, I guess, Control-Alt-Delete, whatever that is on a Mac, because you need to sign out of the computer that you're using. Because when you're signed in to one of these desktops in the lab, nobody else can use it, right? So you need to sign out. So you sign out, you see it closes that window, and we're done. And so that is going to be a much, much better way for you to use ArcMap than the manner that we were doing it before, which was through this app. So please let me know if you have questions, try it out, get started, because remember, not only do you need ArcMap to complete the online tutorial, I will also be posting a new lab to Blackboard, Lab 2, on Monday. Lab 1, which is the online tutorial, will be due next Friday. Lab 2 will be due the following Friday. All right, have a good weekend. Thanks. Bye.